Hello, warriors. Welcome to the You movement. I am B. And I don't know how you all are feeling out there, but the energy today is very voidy. What is the void? The void is that place in your awakening, and I've bounced back and forth in and out of it multiple times over the last year, where it feels like you're at a standstill. Nothing is moving. Connection is limited. What is happening? And what I've learned through the process of being in the void many, many times is to surrender into it. A lot of people find the void energy particularly frustrating because it aggravates the masculine energy within that says, I need to be action oriented, I need to be accomplishing things, I need to be doing. And the void is all about surrendering into the feminine energy of surrender, serene, relaxing. I picked an oracle card earlier today, and it was serenity, and it very much fits with the energy that I'm currently in, which is to just be in presence. Now, we've been practicing this for a long time, both surrender and presence, being in the now, utilizing all the teachings of Eckhart Tolle to help us be in the present moment. Another great book or resource, if you haven't read it, is The Untethered Soul, which talks a lot about what is and radical acceptance of what is. And that is most definitely the lesson of the day, is practicing what is. And what is today for me is my 3rd year anniversary of my Kundalini. And wowza, that marks a date that I can put a pin in it and say, yes, wow. And I've been, you've noticed, reviewing some of my videos from 3 years ago leading up to my Kundalini when I was in the bliss phase, and then thereafter for the last couple of months. And there was a huge gap between when I had my Kundalini and shot a video and then when I put out another video, because my Kundalini was very powerful. Energy was running through my body, out the top of my head. It was an orgasmic experience. And then about 3 hours later, my entire world began to crumble. I don't even think it was 3 hours. Time lost meaning. And I began to purge. The purge began. Whatever was being blocked, that level of separateness between my egoic self running the show and all of the shadowy shit that was locked deep within me, all the trauma, all the inner child wounds, all the unexpressed emotions, the barrier between the two went and purging began, and so the Great Purification started. And for the last 3 years, I have cried and cried and cried some more, and I have felt fears and anxieties and watched as my entire reality crumbled around me, collapsing like there was no tomorrow. It felt like I was in the middle of a science fiction movie, like Inception or something like that, where just the buildings were collapsing upon themselves. I lost family. I lost friendships that had been in my life for decades. I lost a marriage. It turned out to be a terrible marriage, so I'm glad that I lost it, but the process of losing it was very, very difficult because I was attached to it. And it's attachments that Kundalini doesn't like, a spiritual awakening doesn't like. All those things that you are attached to that give you comfort, give you a false sense of safety and security. Kundalini comes along and says, no, we're letting go of this, we're letting go of that. We're just going to collapse it, one thing after another, after another, after another. Anything that is not in alignment with your highest and greatest good has got to go. And I didn't want to let go. I was like a child in the midst of a temper tantrum, holding on to dear life, to things that weren't good for me. And you've seen what I've had to let go of on the outer world in regards to, for my own health. I let go of alcohol, smoking, pot, caffeine, sugar, dairy, gluten. I let go of people en masse. There was a mass exodus. I let go of limited thinking, negative self-talk, self-hate, beating myself up, limiting beliefs, like one after another after another. I let go of emotions that were stored inside of me. And there were a lot of emotions stored inside of me because I was completely detached from all of those. So the retrospective viewpoint of looking back over the last 3 years has been crazy. And there's a lot of things, for as much as I share and am very transparent, there's a lot of things I don't share or can't share because there's other people involved. And so it's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. And I know I'm not alone on this, and that helps me. And I hope to pass that message on to you to help you that you are not alone, because job loss and financial instability, loss of homes, people have lost, and people have literally lost everything and then had to rebuild anew. Everything, it's not just your inner world that is collapsing, it's your outer world that's collapsing. It is a tower moment, and tower moment is defined by the tower deck, the tower card in the tarot deck, which is depicted of a tower with people jumping out and the tower's on fire, and it's just a collapse of everything. My awakening has not been easy. It has been a brutal experience, but on the opposite side of that, it has also been a very beneficial experience. I'm healthier than I have been in years and years. I am every single day getting better and better and better in regards not only to my physical well-being, because I was diseased, with so many conditions. I was obese, I was diabetic, had fibromyalgia, I had chronic pain, still have some of that, but I had migraines, I had irritable bowel syndrome, I had candida overgrowth, I had memory loss, I had confusion, the list goes on and on. So physically speaking, my health is in better shape than I have been in my entire life, without question. So I have a lot of gratitude for this experience of this Kundalini awakening because of that. Emotionally, I am so much more stable, even though my outer reality is still unstable. And I still don't know what's next or where I'm going or what's happening. All those fears of the unknown are still present. But I'm more in an energy of, I'm here now. And what is now is I'm breathing. And what is now is I have a roof over my head. And what is now is I am safe, I am fed, I have, all of the basic necessities of Maslow's hierarchy of needs taken care of. what is now is I have better connections in regards to soul tribe than I've ever had before. So emotionally, I'm experiencing new sensations that I hadn't experienced before, with people showing up with genuine care, genuine concern, genuine support, genuine love, genuine reciprocation of energy. And that's a beautiful, beautiful blessing. Mentally, I'm a lot better than I've ever been before at being able to handle these stresses that come. And, they before would send me into hysterics, some of the legal stuff that I've had to deal with. And now I'm like, it's a legal letter. I'll respond it in a day or two. Nothing's going to happen quickly. Nothing's going to change quickly. So that expression, no fucks left to give, the Kundalini has taken one fuck after another fuck after another fuck. So that's what we're surrendering. We're surrendering all our fucks. Spiritually, I still... it's new for me. Even though I had a long standing as a spiritual, diving intellectually into spiritual matters, now I'm actually practicing spiritual techniques. And each time I practice more of these techniques, it's cultivating a greater degree of faith, a greater degree of trust, a greater degree of acceptance that whatever is meant for me will not pass me by, divine time and all of that. And so I'm not really worried about it, where I used to before be a constant worrier. The amount of trauma that I had me continually in a state of predicting and catastrophizing. And now I'm just like, whatever materializes. When it materializes, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I'll deal with that whenever it comes, and if it hasn't come, then I don't have to deal with it, and I don't need to think about it. So today, in this almost a kind of both a celebration and a review or a look back, which I think is really a necessary tool on your awakening process, is to take moments in time and look back and see how far you've come. Because sometimes when you're in the void, it feels like you're not getting anywhere, you're not going anywhere, nothing is getting better. And that's not true. If you look back over 3 years, I'm a completely different person. So although it does often feel like I'm experiencing Groundhog Day, and I don't know what the future holds for me, because I'm creating something that I don't have all the pieces or the people that I need to create yet. So when it comes to career, I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see what this turns into. We'll see what's created. When it comes to relationship, which was my biggest thing that I held on to, being codependent and indoctrinated into narcissistic paradigms, which I've managed to break free of, I'm like, yep, I'm here now. I'm looking around. There's nobody in the room with me except for my cat now and again, and that's okay. I'm at peace with that, because it's peaceful. And if there is a destined something for a person for me to meet, then I'll deal with that when they show up. I'm just not looking for anything, and that is a comforting sensation for me, because my Kundalini was activated by a twin flame situationship, and your mind tries desperately to figure out the impossible. It's impossible to figure out a soul situation that's above your pay grade. And I, along this way, have fought it tooth and nail. My ego has not enjoyed this process, but I am forever grateful for it. I'm grateful to meet this person. I'm grateful that this person fucked off and left me facing all of my things, one thing after another. In a lot of ways, I should be grateful for the fact that they ghosted me and gave me the silent treatment, because man, that triggered the crap out of my inner child wounds. Like, it really, really triggered all my abandonment stuff. And so thank you. Thanks for the triggers. Thanks for the lessons. Thanks for the awakening. Thanks for the healings. Thanks for this journey home to self, where I can be here now in the void, being myself for the first time in my life, my authentic true self. This is me, and this is what is. And it isn't that a blessing, I suppose? So I suppose we're at the precipice. It's like a tipping point. And it's funny because my chair that I sit on is one of those balls. So you have to like use your abdominal muscles to balance. And that's kind of the vibe of the day, is this, like, we're at this tipping point, and we were in this energy over here, and now we need to correct and right ourselves and move into another energy. We're in this in-between phase, and all my oracle reads for the last year have kept showing a picture of a door in front of us, a portal in front of us that we're about to walk through. And I really feel that it's like so close, right, that it's curiosity. What's beyond? What's the next thing? Who am I going to be? What am I going to do? Who's going to show up? Curious. I'm curious. And curious is a hell of a lot better than worry. So if you are struggling in the void at the present moment in time, my message to you is relax into it and just accept that at the present moment, whatever is. That's all you need to worry about, is whatever is. So ask yourself, am I hungry right now? Then feed yourself. If you're tired right now, then have a nap. If you feel like getting some fresh air, then go get some fresh air. This is kind of the energy that is the vibe. Is the vibe? Is the void. The void is the vibe. With that said, if you fancy, because you're finding it particularly challenging, or you're in a different phase right now, perhaps you're at the starting phase and you're desperately trying to quit one of the things that I had to quit, because Kundalini will make you surrender one thing after another. I know a lot of people right now are desperately trying to quit smoking. Kudos to you, warriors. That's a super awesome mission to take on. I know a lot of other warriors are really fighting the food big time. And so if you're fighting that, kudos to you, warriors. I know a few other people that have quit drinking recently, and kudos to you guys as well. If you need help with quitting any of these things that Spirit is coming along and telling you it's time to let go of that, feel free to reach out and book a one-on-one Zoom with me. The way to do that is in the description below, or you can just email me at justbebeing@gmail.com. That's just, and then a letter B, being@gmail.com, or hop over to the Spiritual Warrior Support Group over there on Facebook, and you can find me there as Be Freedom on Facebook, BEE Freedom. That is my handle, that is my name, and I look forward to meeting with you. All of my services are donation-based, or perhaps you fancy having an oracle card read. So I'm going to just go over here right now to my faithful little collection of oracle cards. And I'm going to pull us, just for this video today, a bitch slap from the universe and get a message in the silence. Although I'm kind of enjoying the silence. The silence, the stillness, the serenity that is the now. But let's see what messages Spirit has to say to us right here, right now. There's our card. Okay. Who cares what your mom or dad or friends say? This is your fucking life we're talking about. You've got to do this shit. Make your heart dance. No one else will. So your job right now is to not give a crap. No fucks left to give, people. No fucks left to give. It doesn't matter if people don't understand what you're doing as you're, meditating for the third time in a single day, which I seem to do a lot of these days. It doesn't matter if they understand it from their perspective at all. You just keep doing you and keep following your heart. I just did yesterday's video, have the balls to be you. I don't think that's what it was called. See, my memory's now also going. All that was is no longer and doesn't matter. What I think should be it doesn't matter. It's what is. What is. Be in the what is. Be in the what is. So that's our message for today. And if you would like to book an oracle read with me to get private messages, how that works is you get to pick 6 of my decks, and I read from those decks, and it's face-to-face on camera, either via Zoom or via Facebook Messenger. And we can have a chit-chat, and Spirit will come in and let you know what messages you need to have. And that as well is a half an hour. It's nice little part of your day, donation based. I look forward to meeting you and chatting with you. And if anybody has any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. Thank you, and thank you for all the likes, the shares, and the subscriptions. I do want to say it really warms my heart to know that I post a video and inevitably somebody says, that's exactly what I needed to hear today. It's so cool. It's cool. Mwah. Peace out.